So now we are relatively delta neutral. Now what happens if the price should move down? Let's say it drops $1 to $69. Now we are short 200 deltas. So we know that if we buy stock, it will bring us back to a delta neutral position. So now all we have to do is go back to our trade tab and purchase. Oops. And we're always going to use the last trade because we're in after hours and the bid and ask spread really widen out. In order to bring us back to delta neutral position, we're going to have to buy an additional 200 shares of stock. That will bring us back to a relatively neutral delta position at -9. Now you'll notice that even though the stock has moved down, we are now long 300 shares in addition to our straddle. But we are in a delta neutral position. Let's say it moves down another $1. We've had a real sell-off in the market and the price keeps moving down on us. Now we're short another 173 deltas. In order to get delta neutral, we need to go in and purchase another 200 shares of stock. That brings us back to a relatively neutral delta position, slightly long delta of 26. We are now long 500 shares of the IWM ETF. This is not totally realistic because as we continue to trade, the straddle will also change in price. So now what we need to do is we're currently long 500 shares and slightly long delta. Now, as you know, many times stocks will fluctuate up and down, quite frequently as a matter of fact. So we've just seen a 2-point drop in the IWM, and then it rallies back to 69.50. Not all the way to where we purchased it, but pretty close. Now we are long 261 shares delta. We're long 261 delta. I always think of delta as shares of a stock. Well, we're long 261. In order for us to get back to delta neutral, we need to sell 260 shares of the stock that we're trading. So how can we do that? Well, we can sell 100. We can sell 200. If we sell 200 shares, that will get us fairly close to being delta neutral at 61. The one thing I forgot to do, though, was the last 2 times that we bought stock, the price was actually different. So the last time we bought stock, it was at 68, I believe 51. Or something close to that. So the stock that we bought the last time we needed to get delta neutral, we bought 200 shares at $68. In order to get back to delta neutral, we need to sell those 200 shares that we bought at $68.51 for the current price at $69.51. That gave us a $200 profit. We also have our other shares, and I forgot to change this one too, that we bought at $69.31 or something close to that. So now we still have our 300 shares. We're still long 300 shares at different prices. We sold the stock that we bought the last time for $68.51, and we sold it at $69.51, the current price of the stock. That helped us generate a profit. Not only have we helped with the decay, not only have we generated enough of a profit to counteract the theta decay for that day, but now we've also generated a profit for that day. Let's continue. Let's say we also get another strong rally. We go up to 71.51. Well, at 71.51, we are now long 400 deltas. In order to get to delta neutral, we need to sell 400 shares of stock at 71.51. Well, we bought 200 at 69.31, which we will sell now at a profit of approximately $2 a share. That's a $400 profit. We also have another 100 shares because we're still long 224 deltas. We purchased at $70.11, which was one of our original transactions, that we can now sell for $71.51, generating another $100 in profit. That brings our total profit very close to $500 or $600 because we've been able to trade based on the delta alone. Now we're still, even after we sold our 500 shares, we're still long 124 deltas. In order for us to be delta neutral, we need to sell 100 shares. That will bring us to a delta of $24.30. At the current price, we're selling at the current price of $71.51. That brings us to a relatively neutral, delta neutral position. If the rally continues and goes up another point to 72.51, now we are long another 197 deltas. In order to bring us back to delta neutral, we need to buy another 200 shares, and we're going to buy those shares at the current price of 72.51. Now we once again are in a delta neutral position. The stock had a pretty good run, but now it's starting to soften a little bit. In fact, it dropped 50 cents today back to 72. Well, we're slightly short delta at 87. If we wanted to be a little bit closer to delta neutral, we could sell 100 shares of stock, which we purchased at 71.51. It doesn't give us a very good profit. So the last 200 shares that we purchased was at 72.51. We could sell those shares and make a $100 profit because the current price is 72.01. And if we sold it at 72.51, that gives us a 50-cent profit or a $100 profit on 200 shares. But we decide to wait to see if we can sell more stock as the stock continues to drop.